Salut à tous les amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. C'est David pour 40 minutes de vidéo sur épisode 3. Donc c'est parti, j'espère que vous allez tous très bien. Suite de notre aventure fantastique du jeu. Donc attendez que je me mette sur mon compte. J'allais sur bonus. Salle de cinéma. Putain de con. Salle de putain de con. Option. Audio. Non, on va tout laisser par défaut, parce que normalement ma voix est censée être assez forte pour montrer le jeu. Donc continuer, on a déjà fait un épisode. Maintenant on part sur Hector, donc les Troyens. Résistance. On fait 40 minutes de vidéo, donc ça dépend. 40 minutes, ça ferait, si les 40 minutes font une mission, ça fera qu'une mission là, dans la vidéo. Si dans 40 minutes on a le temps de faire les deux missions, on fera les deux missions. Donc les objets pour l'instant je ne peux pas acheter plus, on peut pas acheter plus. Et donc c'est parti, on va jouer Hector. Prince de 3, c'est parti.
What happened next will be debated until the end of time. Some say Helen willingly left her husband to follow Paris back to Troy. Others insist he abducted her against her will.
Helen, I cannot leave here with just the memory of the last few days. Come with me to Troy.
But I must take pause and leave the story of Prince Paris for another time. I will then tell you of Aphrodite's treachery and the young prince's folly. Who can blame Menelaus for claiming his right to retribution? Enraged, he called on the kings and princes of Greece to honor their oath with promises of rich plunder and treasure. So was assembled the greatest army the world had ever seen. And together they set sail for Troy under the leadership of powerful Agamemnon, Menelaus' brother, king of Mycenae. The mighty walls of Troy loomed above the Greeks and dashed any hope of a quick and easy war. Those who retreated behind the impregnable walls found refuge and safety. Many of those who were caught outside either found solace in a cruel and sudden death or abject desperation in lifelong slavery. The Trojans rallied. They stormed out of their gates in defense of their homes, their families, their king. Fiercer blood runs through the veins of those who defend, and fiercer still runs the blood to the veins of men when they follow a great leader like Hector, the greatest of Priam's sons. He was the one who led his men in aid of those still beyond the walls.
Nous allons nous battre pour la gloire de Troie. Aux armes troyens, formez vos bataillons. Pour 3.
Help us! God save us!
Ah, cette mission-là,
Inside the gates!
la mission la plus
Hurry!
drôle.
Hector, there are more citizens left in the field.
Oh merde. Bon allez, tuons les méchants grecs qui empêchent que nos amis rentrent. Ah non. Aïe. Un capitaine milicien là-bas. Suis ce putain. Aïe. Suis ce putain de grec. Aïe 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 aïe. Putain mais c'est fou les gars. C'est mort. C'est mort. C'était mort. J'ai tué là. Notre bougnoule. Attendez. Je termine quelque chose les amis. Je vais faire une pause hein, le temps que je termine. Allez on reprend. Trouvez les civils et sauvez-les. S'il y a des Grecs en face, vous les tuez aussi. Hein. Ça fait bonne monde dans l'armée des enfoirés là en face. Les Mounioul en face.
My lords! Help us, please!
J'arrive. T'as un problème? Il me pousse. Aïe. Putain. T'es debout, Hector, tu fais la sieste? Prends le toi de mes fesses. Il se la pète un peu trop à mon... Quelle de merde! Bordel de merde! Fuyez! C'est chiant. T'es mort.
Get to the city! You'll be safe inside Troy's walls.
T'es mort. Ah. Bon, le go.
Is it wrong for us to protect Paris? His acts are shameful, but he is a prince of Troy, our brother.
Father refuses to give up his new daughter for fear of losing his new son. We have little choice but to follow.
En face, il y a des guignols. Et je me rappelle jamais, c'est affreux, hein, ce bouton. Ok. Regarde, c'est lancé. T'en reviendras jamais, t'en reviendras jamais. Oh là. Paf. Oh.
Please! Don't leave us to die!
Oh putain, mais dégage. Tuez le monsieur. Là, le monsieur est mort. On touche pas à mes civils. Pas toucher les civils. Vous promet que vous allez en prendre des piquets. Oh la mauviette dégage. Aïe, 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 aïe. Mais putain, ta mère. C'est pas problème, mais ta gueule. Comment ça me casser les couilles ce mec là, dégage. Ah oui, lui. Putain, mais les civils cassés. Oh yeah. Ta merde, putain de requin de merde.
Hurry! Get within the city walls!
Tu laisses pas fuir des mauviettes au moins, hein. Suis ton seigneur jusqu'à la mort. Passe. Il doit y avoir quelque chose là-bas, tu vois. Ah oui, mais c'est la fin du niveau, je crois, là-bas. Tenez, tarleuse.
No! Leave us be!
Oh, aïe aïe aïe. Ils sont magnifiques ceux-là. Aïe aïe aïe. Toujours c'est bon. Dégage connard. Halte. À mort.
Go! Get to the city!
The Greeks are setting up a camp nearby. We should drive them back.
Tu vas où comme ça? Suis-moi! Les dieux sont avec nous! Fuis!
One of the Myrmidones. Be on your guard, Hector. Their reputation is not exaggerated.
You must be a Trojan prince, brother to the snake! Why do you fight to protect a coward?
Fais pas trop malin parce que moi aussi je sais faire.
Curse you, son of Troy! We'll meet again.
Oh bien, ça lâche 30 à 40 minutes. Hein. Les épisodes. Paris, Troyen. Objet, on peut, on peut se faire un petit plein. Paris. Voilà, on se sentira mieux avec ça. Et c'est parti.
And yet, why did Priam not return Helen to Menelaus, her husband? So much suffering, so many lives would have been spared. Nothing simple is ever easy. Fear and doubt fester secretly in the hearts of men, condemning their lives into the darkness of guilt. So was Priam guilty of a sin which he hid from all who knew him, until his shameful act reared its dark head and came back to face him and demand retribution. It happened years before the war, when the gods looked favorably upon Troy and showered it with peace and plenty. That year, the altars were kept burning with offerings to the gods. King Priam sought the best bull in the land and offered it as a prize in a tournament. It was a great day. The first day of the end.
Amazing! People of Troy! Alexandros, the shepherd!
Quite a beauty, isn't he?
It's my bull, stolen from my herd.
It's a prize offered by King Priam for the games. Are you saying the king stole it?
His servants did, to keep the gold they were to buy it with. It's my bull.
Well, if you want to get it back, you've got quite a challenge on your hands. That is Deiphobus, Prince of Troy. I hear he's the finest swordsman of Priam's many sons. And Hector, the eldest prince.
Sparring against common men was an easy task, but facing Deiphobus was too much of a risk for Alexandros. Instead of competing for the bull against Troy's champions, the young shepherd untied the ropes holding the beast and pulled it out of the arena. Deiphobus would not stand for this insult and went after the young man. Alexandros fled through the streets of Troy to the altar of Zeus, where he hoped to find sanctuary.
He is Paris!
What?
The lost son of Priam has returned.
Don't speak to me of my lost son. Your delusions have brought me enough pain already, Cassandra.
He is your son.
Young man, who is your father?
My father was Agelaus, a shepherd, as am I.
Agelaus. He was a valued servant in my court. The man I trusted to take my Paris.
You are the torch which brings fire and death to Troy.
Great King! King Priam!
Father!
Forgive me, O great King. Have mercy. I could not bring myself to do what you asked of me. Have mercy on him. It is I who should be punished for disobeying you, sire.
Never has disobedience been so welcome. It's true. The day you were born, Isakos, the sacred seer, foretold that you would be the ruin of Troy. His words were never false. So I ordered Agelaus to take the child from his crib and end his life. From this moment on, you are a true prince of Troy, my Paris, and none shall ever threaten you again.
So as Paris returned to Priam's household, the Shepherd Prince became known throughout the Troas and was envied for his beauty and strength. It was Aphrodite, goddess of love, who years later drove Paris to Sparta and into Helen's arms, kindling a love that ignited a fire that consumed the world. How could Priam refuse anything his son asked of him? It was with a heavy heart that he welcomed Helen when Paris brought her to Troy. Guilt so easily forces men to act against their own interests. The people of Troy took pause to think, to doubt, to wait. They knew it was only a matter of time, that there was a price to pay for a father's love, a father's guilt towards his forgotten son. They did not wait for long. Helen watched the battle waged in her name and felt the rage against her, same as a dying beast sees vultures circling above it, waiting for their time to feast on its carcass. Likewise did Paris endure the scorn from Greek and Trojan alike. He was not only the cause of all their misery, but also the only hope for their deliverance. This was, after all, his fight, his cause, his battle to win or lose.
Helen, do not blame yourself for Troy's misery. I am the one who caused it, and I am the one who must end it.
On peut jouer? Parce que là j'ai attendu pas mal de temps quand même. C'est quoi sa mission à lui déjà? Rien.
Phobos! Paris? I cannot believe my eyes! There are no altars to hide behind out here! Why are you here, Paris? Has Helen driven you from her bed?
I may deserve your censure, Phobos, but it is time I face the consequences of what I have done.
You speak like a true prince, brother. Our men need our help. Lead the way. Let's restore their faith in us and in your honor.
Here! Over here! Help us, please!
You've wished me dead for years, Deiphobus.
Paris, I only wish for this war to end.
And it shall, one way or another.
The success bodes well, brother. Let's hurry to aid the rest of our men. Claim your honor like the desert craves water, brother. But come, there are more of our men in Onward, Paris! You are riding on the wings of victory!
warned me against going to Sparta. You knew.
Cassandra dreamed that you would bring only death upon your return.
No one ever believes Cassandra. Had I listened to you, none of this would have happened.
You cannot change the will of the gods.
That should do. It's not yet enough. I need to face the man I've wronged.
You want to issue a challenge? Are you sure, brother?
It's the only way. For better or for worse, the war ends today.
Paris, may the gods be with you.
I wish you well, brother.
Menelaus!
The last time I saw you, I greeted you as a friend. Today, I meet you as my enemy.
Today one of us shall fall for the love of Helen. If it is to be you, will you promise that the kings of Greece leave Troy forever?
And if you are the one to grace the gates of Hydas tonight, will Helen be returned to me?
Those are the terms.
So be it!
Aïe.
One of us dies today, Menelaus.
Je crois que c'est... Attendez, c'est quoi qu'il faut un contre. Ah, c'est ça.
Not have you doubt, Shepherd Prince. Aaron is waiting for you. Trusted you, Paris. I welcomed you into my home. This time you will not run, Paris. No escaping into the night.
Helen chose to leave with me, Menelaus. You have fought for many long years for my honor. Now at last, I will end the war which I started. Aphrodite came to my aid, took me away from the battle. I am saved.
You are. I wonder how many will rejoice.
Is this the honor a Trojan prince shows in a challenge of his own issue? Is this what Helen left me for?
We cannot abandon him. He's our father's son.
It's useless. The gods have already determined our fate.
On va stopper là. Peut-être Achille la prochaine fois. Parce que il va jeter les objets. On va le préparer pour le combat, ce sera. Donc la prochaine fois qu'on se voit les amis c'est pour Conquête. Donc on va repartir avec Achille, la guerre fait rage depuis des années et Achille pille de petits villages pour nourrir l'armée grecque. Voilà, on ira piller des villes de Troie. Donc ce qu'on va faire les amis c'est qu'on fera les épisodes, je vais vous expliquer. Dans les épisodes ce sera entre 30 et 40 minutes. Ou sinon, dès que j'aurai fait au moins 2 missions dans chaque épisode, on se fera les 2 missions voire plus, mais déjà 2 missions ce sera pas mal. En tout cas c'était Dragonfire, à la prochaine, ciao tout le monde.